unlike the first time around with the cannons. First time around with the cannons in Zora Magdaros, you don't really have to do jack shit if you don't want to. This one, if you do not participate, I think eventually he will break the barrier and destroy it, and the game will give you a game over on the quest because the world will basically blow up. So your incentive for this is not losing the quest. I'm gonna walk up here just so the way the cutscene is not interrupted by me falling. Or not cutscene, but traveling via wing drake mechanic. Okay, so during this, your Palico should do what mine does right there and just load up the cannon all by her lonesome. She will not follow you around during this version. Or he, if you've named your cat a male name. Mine is a she. Either way, you should be good to just let her load that cannon by herself. If she runs out of cannonballs, she will use this ballista over here. Or not that one right there. She'll use that ballista right there and just start shooting him over and over again. There are 2 one-shot binders that do respawn. The point in me doing that is just to hold him still for some extra damage. But basically, your cat's gonna sit here loading this cannon, using the ballista. That is your only friend during this. The other NPCs will load cannons like normal, but they do not do any extra damage. There are no NPCs that use ballista to my knowledge. There are no NPCs that use one-shot binders. You are fully on your own other than your cat during this, so it's completely up to you to do it. I'm gonna see if I can break his magma core on his head right here with this cannon.
Okay.
Yep, I think I broke his magma core on his head with that. Yep, because they delivered... No, never mind. Oh, sorry. Bless me. They deliver the magma core item to the area where you're running around in for me, or at least that's how it happened. For when I did it the last time, if you break his head. Alright. You'll notice I'm turning all the cannons too. Oh wait, no, we do have 1 ballista helper down here that I totally forgot about. Oh, that's why I forgot about it. It's our team leader guy. He's down here on the ballista. I forgot he's ballista happy. So, he's down here helping a little bit. You can use this 1 time during the quest. That is it. Does the same amount of damage every single time. 24-24.
Okay.
For some reason, this mechanic during this quest is always temperamental for me, but yeah, sometimes it'll just pop up. Sometimes you have to aim at him first and then let go of the aiming mechanic and it'll pop up with the circle button. Sometimes you can run back and forth in that area with the wing drakes 20 different times and it will not spawn in the circle button for you to hit to actually move on with the mechanic and move on to come back up here. So, I have no idea. I have no idea what's wrong with it, but it's really temperamental like that. I had the one-shot binder from the ship. I came back up here to deliver it to Zora Magdaros' face. And I'm going to fire my Palico's... Never mind, I'm going to get interrupted. I was going to fire my Palico's cannon that they readied up for me nicely into Zora Magdaros' face, but I got interrupted. I believe the one-shot binders and ammo do respawn eventually, but it takes longer during this quest because we have limited supplies. Basically, you just keep pounding away at it until somebody gives you a line of dialogue. I think specifically the person who gives you a line of dialogue is the serious handler. Oh, I might not have broken the magma core on his head yet. That sucks. Have cannonballs in your face. No? Okay, cool. Anyways, the serious handler, for those who don't know, is the handler that works with the orange-haired dude that likes showing up in a lot of our cutscenes. He likes being buddy-buddy with us, even though we don't really know him.
Okay.
And, that's his handler right there. She's the one that keeps popping up with the message that Zora Magdaros is reeling, keep it up. Zora Magdaros does this flinch thing whenever you actually hit him with a reeling shot that like breaks part and does damage. Yep, there's the dialogue right there from Handler. And the commander, mid-cannon shot, and my controller still vibrated from that last cannon shot that didn't even register for damage. But when you get those two lines of dialogue from the handler and the commander, fight's over, cutscene ensues, and you've beaten the second out of... actually, I think it's technically halfway through the game now. I said 2 out of 3 fights before, when I said the first out of 3 fights. But technically there's 4 major fights for the main story of Monster Hunter World. That was the second one, was driving Zora Magdaros out to sea. First one is Zora Magdaros, second one Zora Magdaros. Now Zora Magdaros is about to go die and release its bioenergy into the sea. Third fight, as you can probably guess from him being annoying the entire game, with Zora Magdaros. The third fight is Nergigante, and the fourth fight, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is a major pain in the ass to deal with. And I've been watching somebody's Let's Play of the game on YouTube because I'm a nerd like that, and they make that fight so much harder on themselves by not picking up the slinger ammo during the fight for that fourth fight, and it drives me insane. Watching them do it, because they're just purposely making the fight harder on themselves whether they know it or not. But either way, we're halfway through the main story. Congrats to us for another cutscene that makes us halfway through the main story of the game. For doing this quest, we'll obviously get a trophy. Some other stuff after we get to the reward screen, of course. The thing that they do not tell you about right away is you get access to another upgrade to your personal quarters in the game. He'll be introduced soon as well. But you get an upgrade to your personal quarters to a super fancy, oversized room with a balcony and a bunch of other stuff, and there's Palicos playing a harp. And honestly, it's too fancy for my taste. I personally like the second room that you get upgraded to after the first Zora fight. There's a lot more room for pets in the bigger room, which could be to people's liking, along with everything else that goes with that room. Personally, the only reason I even went to that room on my main character is because pets stay in their placements no matter which room you transfer to. So if I place pets in the room I'm in now, and then go place pets in the big room, when I come back to this room, the pets will still be where I placed them before when I was here. The main reason I went to the big room on my main account is because I had 13 Prism Herkydromes, and I wanted to place them all. So I literally just did it off of that. I had 13 of the Prism Beetle that you're supposed to capture for a trophy, and I wanted to place them all. So that's the only reason I went to the big room on my own save file time. As soon as I was done living up the fact that I had ridiculous amounts of special creatures and the Prism Beetles all over the place, I went right back to the other room, because I don't like the fancy room. And that's just a personal decision about the room in the game, to be honest. If you like the fancy room, instead of the like little personal captain's quarters kind of look, by all means, go hang out in the large fancy room on your own account, and I support your decision to do so.
Hey, where are you?
Like I said, entirely up to whoever's playing the game. Alright, I'm gonna look around. I don't think I have any new quests at the moment. Oh no, I do. Well, I should say I do, but I might have a quest at her. She might just be telling me about new equipment. I do have an exclamation point there that didn't show up on my map. That's the Argosy thing I was talking about. Okay, so I'm going to speak to the commander real quick. Essentially, this is like the halfway point, but for the most part, you've beaten the main part of the research commission's goal, which was getting through Zora Magdaros and finding out the secret to the Elder Crossing that involves Zora Magdaros. This first time around, I'm gonna buy everything that he has for sale. You can hit triangle to check what he has. I have excessive amounts of research points, so I don't mind spending all of them on stuff right now. But the thing I've found that works good for me right now with requesting goods from him, because you can see right now it's on any, is I do material, and consumable. Material is monster items and the likes that you can harvest around the map, use for creating stuff. It's in the name for material items. Consumable items is the dung pods, flash pods, screamer pods, also materials like the net that is used to create pitfall traps. You can get trap tools off of it, traps in general, trank bombs, you name it. If it's something you can have in your item pouch and use on your hotbar, he'll get it for you. That's pretty much how that one goes. Normally, as you progress, he gets better stuff. So this is like the minimalistic stuff that he can get right now, is what we're receiving from him whenever he comes back. The further you get in the game, the better stuff you unlock, the more stuff you'll get. I've gotten him to bring me Dust of Life before on my other character because I have the DLC unlocked and I have the capabilities to craft Dust of Life. So he will bring it to me on that account sometimes. She has new equipment. That is all she's telling me about. That's kind of what I figured. But now that we did that quest with Zora Magdaros, we got the equipment we need, or the item we need, to upgrade our weapons. I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks. As you can see, we need a commendation. Normally I get more, but for some reason I only got one this time. Last time I did this, I got 3, which was perfect. I upgraded my sword, my bow, and my hammer. Called it good, you know? Apparently the game's being difficult right now, so I'm not gonna get that lucky. The next thing we need to fight, though, I need my sword for, so I'm gonna upgrade my sword. And if we need to use the hammer for stuff, I'm just gonna have to worry about upgrading it when I get to upgrade it. That's all there is to that one. This, you can see we don't have 3 of the materials yet, but we have plenty of Dragonite ore. We will eventually get to upgrade that. Right now, I wouldn't worry about making anything. As you can see, we got Odogaron and Diablos added to the list. That's all we were missing at the moment, other than, I think, one specific thing that we're missing, but for some reason she hasn't triggered to give me it yet. There's a little old lady here that gives me the quest for something else, and I don't know what her deal is, but she hasn't given me the thing yet for it, so we'll see, I guess. For right now, we gotta talk to the handler. I'm going to progress the story just a tiny bit more before we go about doing side quests, because there is some stuff we can get from doing so. Ooh, I do have a new quest down here. I think it's the other one that puts me in the Rotten Vale, maybe? No. That wouldn't be it. Was there a quest down here? It looked like they had a quest down here for me. Yeah, they do. Oh, hey, it's the Linian Researcher.
Hello there.
Okay, well, he gave me this quest earlier than I was expecting. Technically, I don't think that quest is supposed to show up yet, but he gives us a quest to discover English. He gives us a quest to discover Gajalaka Doodles. Gajalaka are the first high-rank Linian, and only high-rank Linian, that you have to acquire for yourself. They're like the bug trappers and things that we've already encountered. And that's just how they are. We should get a canteen upgrade soon too that will make it so eating is more efficient for us. But as of right now, we're just going to the Wild Spy Waste. As you can see on the list, one of those does not belong, and it's a Pukey. We already know where the poison area is on the map, So, if you don't know, Rathian has its little poison forest area that it likes in the Wildspire Waste. Pukey, poison enemy, likes being in the poison area on the map where Rathian is. In my experience, 9 times out of 10, Pukey and Rathian don't spawn at the same time in the Wildspire Waste. Unless you're super unlucky, or lucky if you need both their materials or something. I have yet to see either of them spawn with each other in the Wildspire Waste. You either get one or the other for this, so. But we need to do this quest, and I think maybe one other quest, and we unlock a few things that I would like to get right now to make our life a little bit better in the game. So we're going to do that. Technically, this is another one of those things where I believe you are mainly on an expedition, but you can bypass the upcoming quest by just slaying the monster that they're having you investigate. I think my voice started to go with that last part, but I think everybody heard what I said.
It's been a while since we've done this, huh?
I'm gonna grab some flash pods. Actually, no, I'm not gonna grab flash pods. I'm gonna do this the smart way. I'm gonna grab some stones. I'm gonna go grab the flash bugs that I always grab when I'm here. And then we'll go deal with Pukey, because Pukey is literally right over there. It's in there, in that back area. Doesn't move until you go discover it, pretty much, from my knowledge. We can hit some mining spots while we're here for new materials. As you can see, Dragonite ore, Dragon Vein Crystal, and a new special rock that we can get in this area is Nova Crystal. You can get Nova Crystal off of blue. You can also get it off of red. Earth crystals are common now in this area. Carbolite ore is a new one that we can get. There are a couple special ores that are now being introduced that we cannot get yet in this area. And I think 2 of the 3 that we need to upgrade the defense necklace charm are ones that are not spawning in this area. The Carbolite ore I believe we need, but the other 2 we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to get those. So, oh, I don't have poison heals. Uh-oh. Well, better hope I don't get poisoned. Well, the good news is there's antidote herbs here. Bad news is it takes forever to chug an antidote. Okay, so I think we missed out on a couple tracks.
Huh?
Yeah, so I can pick up Pukey stuff here. Basically, it's right over here.
This is a Rathian trail.
Yeah, there's a special Rathian trail that's showing up now.
What in the new world is it doing here?
As you can see, those scales are clearly not green.
That can't be right.
These flies are acting up and turning red because there's enemies nearby. I'm not sure if it's the Gajalaka that's doing it. I think it's the Pukey.
But it's acting weird. What's going on? New target.
I've probably explained this before, but even though the Pukey is a poison enemy that uses poison, it can still be poisoned itself. If you look at its face though too, when a Pukey is poisoned, it has this weird thing go on with its face that makes it look like it's like drugged out. Its eyes will be squinty and closed and things. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've seen it happen all the time with it, but it's still weird to me when he's poisoned. You can't really tell right now because his eyes are closed due to the blinding. But yeah, if you look at his face right now, like his quills are back and his eyes should be like super squinty because of the poison. And I just got poisoned myself. Ugh. Well, it's a good thing I picked up antidote herbs. But yeah, that's pretty much what goes on with Pukey right now. Is you just come in here, fight him. Yeah, she says it, but it doesn't really register all the time with people. This Pukey is ridiculously strong. Compared to the original one that we would have already basically been done fighting and killed like 10 times over at this point. this Puki is ridiculously strong compared to that guy that we would normally fight for a Puki. And my cat put him to sleep again. Alright, well, I did say that it was going to happen more often. I don't know why my cat consistently actually gets that triggered, but good on my Palico for doing so. If we're lucky enough, the Gajalaka that are over here, these little red dudes, will help us by shooting the Puki with little poisonous or paralytic knives. I'm gonna disable these poison cups real quick because he's gonna snack on them if I don't. Oh, never mind, he went up there for a snack. Alright. Yep, okay. Puki with a full belly, or full throat, is not the easiest thing to deal with, honestly. Alright, where are you going? Just going to the other side of the forest? Seems a little bit abrupt to just be going to the other side of the forest. Yeah, no, that's what he did. Alright, well. He likes hanging out in that Diablo spot that I showed off. He also likes hanging out over here, in the poison area that's over here. He'll hang out in all of them. That's why you don't want him to eat food, and why I usually stop him from eating food, is because he gets special different poison attacks whenever he eats. If he fills up his tail, he gets a chance to spray poison dust with his tail, and if you let him eat and he fills up his tongue and throat with poison stuff, obviously you can see the consequences of that are poison bullets that he can shoot at you, of sludge that leave a smoke residue effect for a couple seconds, and will obviously poison you or cause damage if they hit you or you spend too much time lingering the smoke effect that's left behind. Personally, Puki's still not a big problem for me. I almost just got poisoned. Let's not say that we did. Holy crap, yeah. That right there is why you don't want him to eat. I do not have an ancient potion either, so I'm kind of just stuck with the health and stamina that I've got right now. That tongue attack that he keeps doing now, that charging tongue attack, is capable of stunning you. If you're unlucky, he will hit you with it and it will stun you. My suggestion for that, try and avoid it at all costs. It's a very wide range and long range attack that he has, so good luck dodging it. But if you bully the Puki like you did in low rank, you should be fine. I messed up, so I'm stuck trying to do my best not to get poisoned or killed by this thing. Normally I would just bully it like I did with low rank, but as I said, I failed to do that. My flash pod missed too much, and he figured out I was there before I could do the first flash pod. So bullying the Puki was not an option for me this time around. I just narrowly escaped getting poisoned by that, and then I think he's really low on HP right now. Yeah. Okay. This fight would have been over like 5 minutes ago if this was a normal Puki, so obviously you can guess what's going on with it. Something is clearly wrong, it's overpowered, the fight's taking forever, special moves and everything, and basically this is the game's way of introducing you to high rank without letting you know that you're in a high rank fight. Spoiler alert, kind of, but oh. Actually, Puki's almost dead, and I need research points for Puki, so I'm gonna go get a trap and some trank bombs real quick, because I forgot to grab them, because I'm dumb. Yeah, we're gonna go in here, manage items, and we're gonna get ourselves 2 trank bombs and a shock trap, because Puki's on death's door, so I know it's guaranteed to capture if I do it right now. So I'm just gonna go do it. Hopefully he's sleeping. Puki Puki tends to not take a nap, though. It tends to eat when it's on death's door instead of napping, like most creatures. If that's the case, then I'll do the trap and then the trank bombs. If it's sleeping, I'll do trank bombs and then a trap. I usually just do the order of trap and trank bombs depending on what the monster is actually doing at the time that I go for the capture. I'm sure people have noticed that by now, but most people think you need to trap and then trank. That is not the case. He's sleeping right now, and I can just hit him with the trank bombs. I don't think I ever explained this, but he's sleeping, so just hit him with the trank bombs, put the trap down.
Are you okay?
Fight over.
Head back and report to the commander.
You don't need to do the trank bombs after. You really don't. Gajalaka are temperamental and will fight you. While we're here, we're going to get some Gajalaka symbols, because I can. There's one right here. Most people say that Wildspire Waste is the best place to get them. Unfortunately, in our case, the best place to get Gajalaka symbols is the area that we have yet to unlock. Because there's a little unknown spot in that area that people usually avoid, and it has 5 different Gajalaka symbols. Guaranteed every single time you go there, whereas these areas are sometimes randomized. For right now, there's that one that we got over by them. There's a couple that I know of in here. I think there's a couple in here. I think there's a couple. Yeah, somebody said they got lucky and found a couple up here. Unfortunately, I'm not lucky. But there are 3 in this little cave here. There's one there. There's one way over here near the entrance. As you can see, they kind of like have this weird booger color to them. If your flies don't light them up, they have this weird little color to them. There should be a 3rd one in here. There it is. Yeah. But that's 4 of them. I would normally go get more of them right now, but nothing's really guaranteed for them in this area. I'll wait until we go to the new area. For right now, let's return to Astera and report on the Puki Puki, get our little bonuses that we can get from doing that quest real quick right now. You get some new items, Puki Puki Sack Plus, Bird Wyvern Gem, Puki Puki Carapace, which I think is new. The wing is kind of new, I think. And Scale Plus. We actually got 2 Bird Wyvern Gems, which is kind of crazy and super lucky. But only got his research up to level 2. As you can see, the research has been extended to level 6. Also, a thing that happens with high rank. From my knowledge, if you get the research on certain creatures to rank 5, you will never have to pick up a track for them again if you get them to rank 5. The game will just automatically track them whenever you go into a quest, whether you've picked up research for tracks for them or not. Again, not entirely sure about that, but that is my experience with it. If you get an enemy to rank 6, then it's guaranteed to track, and you also have all the info you can get on them for the base game of Monster Hunter World. There are also certain specific quests in the game that require you to get maxed out level 6 research on multiple different enemies. I think the first one is 5 of them, and the second one is 15 of them. There are other conditions as well, but those are the 2 that revolve around the research, is 5 and 15. Rank 6 research done. They're having a meeting about the more powerful monsters right now. People are getting injured. Puki Puki and some others are throwing temper tantrums all over the place. And my favorite line, he asks what to do, and the commander just flat out says, "Our damn jobs."
Understood, sir.
We're a research commission. We research. And he's got a good damn point with that. One line right there. Their job is to do research. So, something new popped up, go research it. Really have to ask what you're supposed to do.
Or not, we need to find that
I don't know why, but that is just like my favorite line from the commander in the entire game.
Okay, partner.
Okay, so I'm gonna go report to ecological research because we got Puki's research level up a little bit. Also Diablos and Zora Magdaros, I guess. Okay, I gotta sit up and check my map again. As you can see, we have something at the canteen. This dude over here has something for us. And the smithy people have some stuff to tell us as well. Right now, that is the limit of everything that we can do for little optional exclamation points around the map, I'm pretty sure. I do have to clear some side quests before we get some other stuff to pop up, I think.
Working hard? Good luck.
Okay, so he gives us a quest for a Gyros Fang. Luckily, we have 2 of those. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, he gives us a quest to get the fossils in the Rotten Vale. Okay. I was worried that I was not going to get that quest for a while, but apparently that is the trigger for getting the fossil quest from the cat. That is what I was waiting for to do the Rotten Vale quest that we have stacked up, was that specific quest that he just gave me. Okay, I think I get 2 quests from her right now. Yep, we get Armory, R&D, Waterproofing. Oh, nope, second quest is not popping up. Okay. Well, she has another quest that's like the waterproofing. We might have to do 1 more quest or 2 more quests story-wise to get it from her. But it's called weatherproofing, and it has you hunt down a high-rank Palumu for materials instead of the one that we have right now, which is for Giratotus. Okay, so he's talking about decorations and some stuff about equipment trees being upgraded. If we go into the equipment tree, you can see now instead of just being locked at 4th tier, we have the 5th tier unlocked. Right now, we're researching the Pink Rathian, so I'm just going to flat out say it. This upgrade for the blast weapons to rank 4 requires a Pink Rathian scale. Personally, I always forget, and I think it's an Anjanath scale plus because the first one was an Anjanath scale. But this upgrade requires Pink Rathian scales. And because I already said something about it, the third major fight of the game, if you couldn't already guess, is Nergigante. And he drops something called an Immortal Dragon Scale. And that is what we need to unlock the 5th tier of the Defender Tree weapons, is Immortal Dragon Scales. So we'll get to those when we get to those. Pink Rathian, obviously, a lot sooner than that one. I also need commendation things for these 2 weapons to be upgraded as well, but we'll come across those when we come across those. I think I can get something that I want right now, though, so we're going to talk to him one more time because I backed out too soon. Our cat can get high-rank equipment now. High-rank leather, high-rank bone, Puki, alloy set, Ladybug set, Zora, and Butterfly. Butterfly is the event quest that's going on right now for the Spring Blossom event. There is a low rank, high rank, and master rank version of this armor. The master rank version is actually kind of busted. It has like 106 defense on each piece of armor, and then the weapon does like 70 and 50 or some shit. It's crazy. Super, super busted for master rank stuff. But the main reason we're here is because I want to get the little Zora Magdaros outfit for my cat. It gives a bunch of fire resistance. It gives 36 defense, which is a lot higher than the 12 that we had with the Bon outfit. And we also get a weapon for our Palico that causes blast damage. And also looks really cool at the same time. I love this outfit for the cat. I really do. My cat's fur kind of blends in with it, but, you know. Anyways, that's that with the cat. We upgraded him. He has blast damage now, which is also going to affect how much blast damage we do, because he can also cause the blast blight ailment on monsters, which will trigger our blast from our own weapon as well, and vice versa. He will cause blast damage when we cause blast blight as well if we're knocked and he hits them because of the blast blight that we caused. The way that makes it so your Palico and you work together super efficiently. Okay, so other than that, there's not much going on right now. I am going to go do those optional quests in the Vale. I'm going to do them right now. Because we have all the Vale quests that I wanted to get. I can look at our quest log, and if I look at the optional quest, we should have an optional quest that is in this star rank up here. Actually, we don't have it yet. Okay. Well, after I go to the Rotten Vale, it should pop up. But we do have that chef quest. It was a high rank quest, like I thought. The quest I was thinking that might be in that rank for me right now is the one to hunt down the Great Gyros. Maybe it's because I didn't do this Great Gyros quest that I don't have the high rank one right off the bat. Maybe I have to get a little bit further in the story. I don't know. Either way, for right now, we're going to go do Persistent Pests and on Nightmare's Wings. Yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go to the southern camp for this. Basically, we just go in, we kill a bunch of Hornitars, and we leave. Super easy, super fast. No big deal. For these two quests, though, I'm going to use the Defender Power Bow level 2 that I have. Man, that was weird with the equipment change there. I'm going to eat just for the stamina buff. Probably don't need it for the Vespoid quest, but for this one, I'm going to take the stamina buff since I can get it. We have, I think, this quest, the next quest. We have the meat delivery quest. We have the fossil quest, and we should have one more Rotten Vale quest if I'm not mistaken, but I might be overthinking things right now. So we either have 4 or 5 optional quests to do right now in the Rotten Vale. I'm going to go clear them all out, back to back to back, and then when we return to base, if there's more quests, I'll pick those up. But I think I might have to progress the story a little bit more before we get some more extra quests in. So, no big deal if that's the case. We'll get to it when we get to it. If you're doing this quest without a bow, you're just doing it with regular weapons, that's fine too. Hornitars are ridiculously easy to kill. And I'll show you right now, if you use Slinger Torch, they will explode. You won't be able to harvest their bodies, but 2 Slinger Torches in a low rank Hornitar is dead. That's all there is to them. You can use the bow, you can use slinger ammo, you can use a weapon. No matter what you use, Hornitars are easy to kill. I totally missed that. Anyways. The reason I use the bow for this is because I like the bow a lot in this game, actually. And there's actually a chance for that bow to leave corpses unlike the other weapons. As you can see, I left 2 corpses. If I was using a sword or a hammer, I'd have to be super, super careful and like baby them all to try and leave a corpse. But with the bow, that's not the case. With the bow, if I'm unlucky and it blows them up, it blows them up. If it leaves a corpse, it leaves a corpse. You can also use the entomologist skill on any of your equipment to boost the chance of leaving corpses behind. Personally, I don't have that on my equipment. I'm not concerned about looting Hornitar bodies. I'm really not. If I was, I would go get that skill. But right now, I'm just worried about getting the quest over with. Technically, the Hornitar armor in the game kind of sucks. That's my opinion. The Hornitar armor kind of sucks, especially low rank. High rank Hornitar armor and master rank are a little bit different. as the master rank has dragon attack on it. So if you're using a dragon attack setup, you might want to use the master rank Hornitar armor, at least the helmet. Oh, they're dead. Oh, there's the last one. Just wondering where he went. Okay. Well, I'm gonna harvest these bodies real quick since I can. Can't hurt to get the materials. There is a material for delivery that you're going to need a Hornitar piece of loot from to do it, and it's called a Hornitar Carapace. You cannot get it from low rank, to my knowledge. You can only get it from a high rank Hornitar. And there's a quest that we do later down the road for the tree dude, for the botanist, not botanist, the guy in charge of our growing stuff, or whatever. Basically, there's a quest you do for him that has you kill a bunch of high rank Hornitars in the Vale, and either we'll loot it off of a body during that, or we'll get it from the rewards after the fact. That's how I usually handle going about that quest. That quest, unfortunately, I believe is a little ways down the road from where we are now, so I'm not going to be worried about it until it shows up. There's also the quest that I had mentioned previously a long time ago when I first ran into Giratotis, that the old lady at the botanical research place gives us. And well, that might have been the quest. No, I don't know. I might be mixing up quests in my head right now, but I think he gives us one for Hornitars down the road that's in high rank. If I'm mistaken, then I'll just grab a high rank investigation for Hornitars and kill them all. Plain and simple. But anyways, back to the old lady. I mentioned it when I first ran into Giratotis. You need 2 quests from her to upgrade the harvest box right now. One is for 2 aqua sacks, and the second one is either for 1 or 2 torrent sacks. I think originally I said it was 1 aqua sack and 2 torrent sacks, but I think I might have mixed up the count and got them reversed. And that's my bad. But okay, time to do on Nightmare's Wings. This one we are also going to... Well, actually, no, we're going to spawn in the central camp for this one. I don't know why I said it was Vespoid. I'm mixing up quests left and right now. This quest is not for Vespoid. It's for the stupid wing drakes that we have to kill around the map. During this quest specifically, there's only Gyros, Hornitars, and Raffinos on the map. The target of the quest is the Raffinos. Actually, technically there's Vespoids too. I left them out of the count, but there are Vespoids down here in the bottom of things.